Hi, I'm Mrs. Sim Gamer.
And I'm Farmer Sim.
And welcome back to Purbeck 22.
Hello everyone. So yeah, we are here stood in the sugar beet field. This sugar beet field is ready to have its horns topped, as it were, isn't it?
It is.
But we've got a list of things to do today, haven't we? As you can see, we've got our silage bales, the 11 silage bales that we got out of our grass field in episode 1. They have all fermented and are ready to be sold, and we need some money, don't we, mate?
We do. We are running out fast, but our overheads aren't that high, although we've got big plans, so we need that coin.
We absolutely do. We do. One thing that's just occurred to me is we need to have a look on in the menus to see where we can take our silage bales to, don't we?
Oh, yes.
We do.
Let's do that.
Let's jump in there and have a quick look at... Which one is it? This one here. Silage. Right.
Yeah.
So we've got the biogas the biogas plant is £302 per 1,000 litres, and straw and hay sell point is 303. So I suppose technically, if we want as much as we can, we want to aim for the straw sell point, don't we?
Hay.
Yes. Yeah.
100%.
Right.
I've just tagged that my side, and
Oh, have you?
my tractor's here, so I can run that off if you like.
Go for it, mate. That sounds no problem at all. Yeah, you do that, and I shall... What should I do first? Should I start topping this field?
I reckon so. So, guys, today we're going to split our jobs up.
Yep.
So, Farmer Sim is going to start in this sugar beet field, getting the tops off, and I'm going to run to our little field 67 and get some more silage underway. That's it's our main income right now, so we just want that to be a machine.
Absolutely.
And we've also got field number 34 that needs ploughing, so in between jobs, whilst one of us isn't busy, we'll be running between jobs basically and doing what needs to be done. That's
right. Yep, this the sunflower field that we harvested at the end of the last episode. That needs to be ploughed. So we've got quite a bit to do, haven't we, mate? It's I know that this sugar beet field, this one's ready to be harvested, and the two over yonder on the other side of the wall, they're not quite ready to be harvested yet. So. Yeah, so we've got this one to crack on with. We've got the grass field to cut again and get baled up to create silage again for another bit of income. So yeah, I think that's exciting. Let's. I think there's no time like the present, is there, mate? If you want to jump in your big green over there, and we shall.
I'm going in big green.
Yeah, I'll jump in big blue. I shall pick up the horn topper and get working. So.
Absolutely. So how are you today, Farm Sim? How are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Really good, really good. I tell you what, the sunshine is just starting to come out now where I am. It's going to be a nice weekend of weather, which is so rare.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that actually, because where I am at the minute, it's absolutely boiling. It really is. It's been, thankfully, I'm grateful for it. Don't worry, I'm not moaning. It's been beautiful weather non-stop now for the last week or so. I'm sat here in my office in the house here in shorts and a t-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
nice. Yeah, we had nice weather and then it disappeared. Poof, gone.
Oh, did it?
But it is due to perk up again, so I'm happy about that.
Yes, likewise.
Oh, sugar. UK map.
Hey?
I just had a car driving right at me and I thought, what are you doing? And then I realised it was my fault.
Oh, well, I can relate to that, can't I? After my driving performance in one of the last episodes where I think because I was talking to you and driving the tractor at the same time, I was just winging it around the road and I turned off the main road into a yellow van, didn't I?
It is... Well, that yellow van is a menace.
Yes, very much is.
I've just gone the wrong way, so I'm going to need to turn around. I was so busy talking about the weather.
Yeah. So,
I'll be honest, oopsie, I just speared another car. Sorry.
It's going well today.
Oh yeah, we're doing great here.
Crash counters at 2 already.
Oh, no.
Oh, is it 3? Is crash counter at 3?
No, that BMW just stopped in time.
Have you still got your bale forks on the front of your tractor as well?
Yeah,
so
I have properly scratched up cars.
Scratch them? I was going to say, today's more about impaling motorists, isn't it? As you drink.
Yeah, I'm a barbecue. I'm thinking of barbecue weather. I want a kebab.
And you're trying to kebab the local drivers onto your tractor and... Yeah.
I just saw your nemesis as well, the yellow van.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil little thing.
Well, I'm motoring now in the sugar beet field, getting the...
Oh, are you?
Topping the horns. Is that how you put it? Is it horn? It is horn, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You would probably know better than me, to be honest.
Well...
How'd you get anywhere on this map?
How'd you get anywhere? By avoiding other motorists.
Well, it's because I don't know my way around. I think I should have turned right when I come out of our yard, and I went left.
Oh, sorry. Forgive me. I see what you mean now. I was actually going to ask you whereabouts is. In fact, out of interest, when you did you say you put the green marker onto the sell point?
Yeah, I put the flashy thing on, so it made me go left. But to be honest, it's pretty useless because really I should have gone right. But I'm hoping this road. Basically, I'm taking my viewers on a lovely tour of Purbeck.
Very good. Yeah, I think we could all do with that. I was going to ask you whereabouts on the map it is, but I've just jumped out of my tractor just out of interest to see if when you mark up something on the map, would I see it as well? Because obviously this is literally, viewers, this is the first time I have ever played Farming Simulator in multiplayer, ever. So I know very little about just the way that it works. So as I say, I was just interested to see if when you mark something on the map, do I see it as well? But I don't see the big green glowing tower anywhere on my horizon.
Yeah, I don't even see it on my horizon either.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping the roads aren't that clear on the little map. I'm hoping there's a right turn now. Yes, there is. Good.
You got it. You see, that's where auto drive's brilliant. You could just press a button and off it goes.
I know. I know.
It's all right.
And in this, but to be fair, in real life, when I'm driving little lanes like this, it does feel like this. Yeah. I'm like, am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? So this is really true to real life, in my opinion.
Are you good with sense of direction in real life?
Yes, I am. When it comes, but lanes, like country lanes, yeah. I get quite freaked out by. My dad is originally from Devon, so right. We go down to Devon quite a lot. Yeah. And of course, you know, they're single track, yes. Tractors everywhere.
Yes.
And my dad drives around there like an F1 driver. I think he thinks he's Hamilton or something. And
yeah.
And I'm a little bit more cautious yes. around those lanes.
Yes. Right, yeah.
It's not just about what's around the corner. It's like they're so tight, and you know, I don't want to scratch my Range Rover now.
Range Rover, oh, king of the road. You see, on a tight country lane, you take up more space than my Golf does. There you go.
I love a Golf.
Oh, you won't love mine. It's
why does it need fixing?
It's just a Golf, isn't it? It's fun. This was actually quite interesting. You know, when the COVID stuff happened and we all went into lockdown, and after a few months, the country was, you know, reevaluating a lot. I know a lot of families and households were reevaluating their finances, and suddenly they've got a car, possibly two cars on the drive that, oh, you know, we don't really need another car now. We don't need two cars. We're stuck at home. A lot of people went one way and they sold one of their cars because there's no point in paying for two cars.
We did the same.
I didn't. I went the other way, but it wasn't. I know I'm a complete tool, but it wasn't a choice, so to speak. I was given a car. I have my Honda Civic Type R, which is my play toy, my baby. And obviously I've got Max, my dog, so I go out dog walking every day. And one of my dog walking acquaintances was he was a middle-aged man in his I think 50s odd, and he was moving house down to Lincolnshire to be closer to his family, nice. And he had this the Golf was his daughter's. It was one that he took off her when he bought her a new car, and he was going to use that Golf to just buzz around in, because he had a big BMW X5 that was a bit fuel thirsty, etc. So instead of just binning the Golf, he was going to use it as a cheaper alternative to his X5. And he wasn't a car person like me. He wasn't like mechanically minded or anything. He took the car and sat it on his drive for ages, and the battery kept on going flat, the tyres kept on going flat, and it generally just started looking a bit run down. And because he didn't really know what to do with it, every time the battery went flat, he just went down to Halfords and spent 80 quid on a new battery, and then he'd plug it in, he'd get the car working again and go, great, fixed, and then leave it for another month, and then the battery would go dead again, and then he'd go, oh, go and get another battery. So he literally bought 5 or 6 batteries at 80 odd quid a time over the period of about a year, in the end, the long point of this story is, it just became a pain to him, and because he wanted to move house, he just came up to me one day. He said, look, do you want it? It's doing me head in. There you go. Here's the keys. Here's the V5 document. It's yours. And I was like,
I love that.
Okay. So I spent do you remember at the beginning of lockdown, the first lockdown, when it was actually like 30 odd degrees every day for about 3 months? It was gorgeous.
It was boiling, wasn't it?
We were all stuck at home, unable to leave the house essentially, but the weather was extortionate for our...
Glorious.
Yes, it was. So I completely and utterly spent the first bit of lockdown learning how to wet sand bodywork, and I did that on this free car that I was given. So I made it.
So cool.
It's I like car cleaning. I like detailing. It's something I do as a hobby, but I'd never known how to wet sand a car, so I used that. It was a free car. It didn't cost me anything, so it was like, do you know what? It doesn't matter if I mess it up.
If anything goes wrong, it doesn't matter on this one.
Yeah. And now it's going strong. It looks great. It's a black car, so if any of you are out there understand how difficult it is to keep a black car clean and shiny.
I've had too many black cars.
Yeah, they're an absolute nightmare. They show every imperfection in the bodywork. But yeah, I wet sanded this to within an inch of its life, so now it's just a normal diesel Golf, nothing special whatsoever. I've lowered it, I've put some wheels on it, and it is, paintwork wise, it's beautiful. It's really, there's barely a scratch in there. I've got rid of all the swirl marks and all that kind of stuff, and it's the paintwork looks like glass because I sanded the living hell out of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have only ever had black, silver or grey cars. So this time I went...
Oh. I think we just... Did we just have a massive lag spike then?
Massive lag spike,
yeah.
Yes.
Go on, carry on. You were talking about the colour. You've had silver, black.
Finally went for a different colour car. So ours is like a metallic red.
Your Rangy?
My Ranger, yeah.
Metallic red.
That made... Yeah,
nice.
Made a bit of a difference.
Yeah, it is nice to go for a different colour car now and again.
Of course.
With the black pack. What does that consist of?
Black alloys, black...
Oh, have you?
Just rims of black everywhere.
Have you got black rims?
Black leather. Oh. Yeah, of course I have.
Oh, nice.
I'm obsessed with black rims are my favourite.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I struggle to have a car now without black alloys.
Really? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I've had a few sets of black wheels. I tend to do a lot of stuff like that myself. I've always been into cars and modifying cars and stuff. I was very much into the Max Power scene back in the 90s and stuff. So we all had big body kitted cars with spoilers hanging off all over the place. And
yeah.
One of my cars had more wheels than I had hot dinners at the time. So it went through probably about 10 sets of alloys because it was a style thing. It was
them.
Well, it was just me going, right, I don't like these ones anymore, I want another set. So I'd go out and I'd buy another set, or I'd take a set off, stick them in the garage and give them a sand down and paint them myself. My first car had black wheels, and that was...
Did it?
Yeah, I did it myself. It was an old Ford Fiesta, just a little 1.1 Popular Plus Ford Fiesta. But I bought a set of XR2 pepper pots and lowered it and stuck them on and painted them black. It was a red car with black wheels and black tinted windows.
I bet you thought you were the bomb.
Yeah, well, I look back now and go, yeah. But yeah, it was the first. Your first car is that introduction to such a huge amount of freedom. So yeah, it was wonderful days, shall we say? Oh, hello, there you are. You're in the field. You come to watch me top horn.
Yeah, well, I just took the most ridiculous route. So my viewers are probably bored. If it wasn't for a conversation, they would have tuned out by now. So yeah, I won't even. You'll have to watch my video, my version, to see what on earth happened. But
you've gone.
Yeah, this is looking good.
It's getting there, isn't it? It's obviously I started off. I'd had for some reason my cruise control speed was set to 6 miles an hour. So as soon as I started topping the field, I was like, oh, it's only 6 miles an hour. But I realised that because of the cruise control limitation that was set, I upped to that, and now it's at 9 miles an hour.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, it's looking fantastic.
It's getting there.
I'm actually going to do some work now, but we did make a bit of money. Have you looked at our bank balance?
Oh, sorry. Do you know what? I have 15.2. Oh, we were at. Oh, goodness me. So that means we've 13 and a bit thousand. Did you sell it for 12, 13?
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah, yep. We got a good environmental score as well. So.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Excellent.
That made a difference.
Excellent. Goodness me.
I had to turn my help menu on to remember how to auto-load or auto-unload. I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah. I've just realised how shoddy my work is in this field. I've just driven past a handful of areas that I've missed, little rows and stuff, so I'm going to have to tidy my mess up in a second.
I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure it looks great.
We'll be reet.
We'll be reet.
So what's next, boss? What are you up to? What's on?
I'm mowing.
Right.
So I could, if you wanted me to, I can come and start picking up some sugar beet. But I thought I'll get this mowed.
Yes.
I'm just going to close these gates so I can get right up too.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to do all right together doing it like this. So yeah, if you want to make a start on the mowing, I can't guess exactly how long it'll take me. So as soon as I finish this field, if you're still in the grass field and and would like me to come along and chip in, as it were, I can bring the baler or the bale wrapper, whichever would make that job get done a bit quicker, and then we can both, once that grass has been mowed and baled and or wrapped, we can then jump on this sugar beet field and get it harvested, because that is going to need the pair of us at the same time, isn't it? One of us on the harvester, and one of us with the grain trailer.
Yeah, because that doesn't have a hopper, does it? That one, it literally just spits it out.
Oh, does it?
So we are going to need to, like you say, have one person.
Do you know what? I hadn't even thought of that. You know? Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. Whether it had a hopper or not, I just assumed that one of us would be.
If it has a hopper, then brilliant. But I don't think it does, because it's the cheaper version, isn't it?
Well, you're probably right. As I said in the last one, and we established this, that you've had a lot more experience doing sugar beets than I have. Quite honestly, there's been since FS22's been out, and I think I used to do it in FS19 as well. If I started a save that had sugar beets in a field on some of the land that I purchased, or land that just was that came to me with the farm that I bought, I just had so little patience for it. It was like, no, and I just go and plough it under and just go and, regardless of whether I'd benefit from it financially, I would just plough it under, get rid of it, and go and plant something else, because of how long it takes. But there's something, obviously, doing it with you now in this game as a crossplay, as a multiplayer thing. The yearn is there to do it now. I'm actually I'm doing it. Here I am, topping horn.
It's fun. I think it's looking and experiencing different things in the game. I think it's important. And
yes,
I was taking a look at future DLCs that Giants are going to bring out.
Oh yeah.
And of course, the next one is Hay and Forage. I don't know if you've seen that.
I have seen it. Yes, I think it was DJ who posted up a thing, perhaps on Facebook. It might have been a few days ago.
Yeah, I actually do have some fact sheets in my inbox, and I haven't posted about them yet, but I will get round to that.
Oh, okay.
But by the time this video comes out, the DLC will probably be out. But I was looking at some future notes, and I think Giants are going to be bringing out some new crops.
Ooh. Oh, really?
And there was a icon of a carrot. So I'm wondering whether they are going to be bringing out some more root crops.
Right.
Which would be cool, right? Because we technically only have 2 root crops right now.
Tatties and sugar beet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think they're going to be introducing some more crops. I believe they've been looking at what modders are doing and seeing what people are getting excited about.
Yeah.
And crops is one of them. When I look at a new map, I do look at, do they have any new crops?
Yeah.
Because it is exciting, even though some of the processes are the same. It's cool to see it for the first time.
Yes, it is. Yeah, absolutely. I can relate to that a little bit in respect of Edgewater.
Edgewater.
The map by BC Bueller. In that map we have peas and flax, which I think lentils possibly.
Lentils. You have lentils in Edgewater as well. Yeah.
And I've just planted a crop of peas in one of my latest episodes.
Have you?
Yeah, and it's like.
Oh no, of course you did. I watched it. What was you gave it a really funny name?
The windy episode.
Yeah. Was it split pea decision?
Split pea decision. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very good.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, so it like you say, even though the process involved in planting and harvesting, etc., is almost identical, well, it is identical, it's still interesting to have something a bit different in the ground, just for a bit of variety. Yeah, just for a bit of variety.
And of course we have cool modders which come up with different production chains for these things as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Though I don't know if there is any for peas and flax and
I don't think there's anything
that I've seen. No,
I think you're right. There's not much you can do with them after you've harvested them, so to speak. It's just a different thing to harvest and add a bit of variety into the game. But
it is, isn't it? And for crop rotation as well. Sometimes I struggle to know what to put in when you're trying to rotate your crops. It is quite nice. And beans, I think you can feed to pigs as well.
Beans?
In Montana, Black Mountain, you can do beans.
Yes, you can.
And you can feed those to. It may even be able to feed them to the cows for protein.
Oh, that's a good call.
So, it is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. We are blessed with modders and what they do, though, aren't we? All the things that they can add into the game, it is incredible.
Oh,
it really is.
Well, I'm super appreciative of Giants.
Yes.
But I'm very appreciative of modders because they make this game. They really, really do.
They do.
Every single one of them.
They absolutely do. Even down to the little things.
So grateful.
Even down to the little things like what we've just we haven't mentioned it yet because it's kind of like a non-thing. But if any of you keen-eyed viewers will have noticed that both of us have actually got changed, and that's thanks to
we changed the clothes.
Yes, we didn't have a wardrobe trigger anywhere on this map, so we downloaded a cross-play compatible. Sleep trigger that also doubles up as a wardrobe trigger, so we've been able to get out of our sweaty clothes that we've had on for the last couple of episodes, and it's just little things like that, isn't it? Just that little bit of detail that it's
and anyone watching my video, this is the one. It's the portable wardrobe, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
It is. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm just going to go and get a couple more bits that I've missed here. How are you getting on, mate, in the grass field?
Mowing is done.
Done?
Mowing is done.
Goodness me.
I'm going to go and pick up the baler now.
Right, okay.
Oh, it's a small field though, isn't it?
It is, I suppose, yeah.
This is a really good mower. You can whip around fast.
You can, can't you? And it does drop it into that nice swath. Oh, you've put it on the front. That's interesting.
I did put it on the front.
Yeah. I didn't even think about putting it on the front of mine.
Yeah, this would be on the front if you were...
If you had the big wide one.
If you had the big wide one on the back.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I just thought, why not?
Why not, indeed, absolutely. It didn't even cross my mind that when I did the mowing the first time in that field, I stuck it on the back. But
well, There's no one way, is there?
Nope, there absolutely isn't. The freedom to do it how you please.
I'm actually just going to take the windrow around there to see how wide it really is.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Slamming into some IVCs.
Crash counter 3 or 4?
I might not have explained all of the ones.
Oh,
Viewers.
There's even more.
Comment below.
Yeah.
Crash counter.
Just let me know in my comments, will you, how many times Mrs. Sim Gamer crashed. If she says it was
Whoops.
3 and if it was actually 5, let me know.
I'm bad for that. Yeah, I can actually, looks like I can bring 3 rows into one, so I might just quickly run
That makes sense, doesn't
the
it?
windrow around here.
Yeah, I think that was one of the reasons why I think we held off selling the windrow after we realised that we didn't necessarily need it, was the fact that it may come in handy, and I think that's exactly what it's doing, isn't it?
I'm just going to run it round.
Yeah, you may as well.
It's either I run up the rows with the baler or I pull this in.
Yeah, you may as well.
You're still doing the same amount of work, but just different machinery.
Absolutely.
Whoopsie. Although I'm having a bit of...
Was that another
looks like I've
whoopsie?
had
What have you done now?
Yeah, I bumped into my pedestal.
Good lord. Do you know what I'm genuinely worried about?
What's that?
The state of your lovely red Range Rover. Do you use the bumpers like the French do?
Oh goodness, no. My range is pristine.
Is it?
I'm actually quite I enjoy putting my foot down, so sports mode does get used.
Is it a diesel is it a diesel or a V8?
It's a diesel.
Okay.
Ooh, lag. I don't know if you heard that.
No, I didn't get any lag actually, and I didn't notice any. Interesting.
Oh, that was not my fault. I did crash into a tree pretty much then, but that was lag.
Jeez.
Not my
You crashed into
my incompetence.
So that was the lag that caused you to crash into a tree.
That was the lag's fault that time.
Okay, right. Am I going to have to get a sizable pinboard in front of me to put to have a pen to have a tally? Mrs. Sim Gamer's crash counter. I've run out of paper from counting Miss Sim Gamer's crash counter.
You're going to cut down a tree for all the paper you're going to need to use, but yeah, I'm more worried about the maintenance fees. Dear me.
Of your tractor or your Range Rover?
Tractor.
Yeah.
My range, as I say, my range is my baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sold, or me and my husband sold a car during lockdown. We had the Jaguar E-Pace before.
Ooh. That's the electric one, isn't it?
It isn't. That's the I-Pace.
Oh, forgive me. Sorry.
The E-Pace is the 4x4.
Forgive me. Yeah, that's right.
It's a decent car. Really decent car.
Do love a Jag.
But we found ourselves I do love a Jag.
Yes.
And that's why I quite like the class harvesters with the Jaguar.
Yeah.
Engines.
Yeah. I do.
But yeah, that was a decent car, but it was it was costing a lot to just sit there and look pretty.
Yes. No, I completely appreciate that. Yeah, they are cars.
And then I realised I did need a car.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I know a lot of people did downsize, but the reality is, most people, if they're able to, you do need a car for some, not just freedoms, but just to keep life ticking over. When you've got to go somewhere and get something, a car is vital to some
Pretty
people.
Essential.
Yes, it is. It's essential to our. We need a car, but I don't necessarily need 2 cars. Technically, actually, I've got 3 cars, but the other one was my mum's crazy idea. We've got a 1972 Volkswagen camper van, a classic camper van,
that's cool.
a bay window. But that's. Yeah, that was my mum's mad idea. She just came to me one day and held up her phone and said, "What do you think of this?" And I looked at it and I was like, "It's a 50-year-old Volkswagen. What do you mean? What do I think about it?" And she was like, "Well, it might be an investment." And I was like, "Are you thinking about buying a camper van?" And she was like, "Yeah, I want to buy it and I want to do it up and use it." And
Oh, bless her.
well, yes and no, because I'm a car person.
Is it now sitting with you?
It's now on my driveway. It's very much become my responsibility. It's not a 5-minute job. It runs. It works. The engine works. It drives itself. It can move about. You know, it's not like it's not a complete basket case. But it is a 1972 bay window 50-odd-year-old camper van. So it needs work. I've already replaced. I've done loads of work. Well, I've done a bit of work on it. I've replaced throttle linkages and this, that, and the other, and I've got it running. It was dead as a doornail because it's got 2 batteries. It's got a normal battery and a leisure battery. Both of those were completely dead. So we replaced the batteries, and literally, it started up on the key perfectly. Bang, straight into life. Yeah, it was amazing. Once we'd added electricity to the mix, it worked perfectly. But because of life and everything, my Honda Civic is currently undergoing some kind of almost full restoration because I found a bit of rust on it a few months ago underneath, and now it's a bare shell. It's going to be welded in on the 11th of June. It's got a load of bits that need sills and a bit of work in the rear arches, so that's now a massive project. And thanks to the bus is now a big car bin. So inside this beautiful blue and white bus on my drive is the entirety of my Civic Type R, all the seats and the interior and the body kit and this, that, and the other.
That's hilarious.
Well, I'm glad you find it funny. It's like, Christ,
it's not on my drive, so I find it funny.
Oh, I know. It's just like there's just never-ending, you know, list of things to have to do, and I enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, and it is exciting to now say that we own a classic camper van, but
that is cool.
It is cool, but I think there was an element of naivety on my mum's part because she's not a car person like I am. You know, I've been in the car world for many years, so I fully understand that owning something like a classic camper van it's not just, oh, it works now, let's just drive to Aberdeen. It's like, no, it will break down, it will overheat, it will do this, it will do that. You need to have 100% mindset that when you're going somewhere, if you want to go down to Newquay for a week, you need to have tools, you need to know how to fix things. My mum can't do that, but yet she wants to be able to get in it at the drop of a hat and go off for a weekend.
And go.
So it's like, right, well, you're gonna. The first thing I said to her was, make sure you've got breakdown on your insurance because it will break down. So yeah,
well, it's part of the fun, I suppose. If you can accept that, then it's part of the fun.
I can accept that, yes, but yeah, it's.
But if something broke down on me, I would just not like it.
Well, yes, it's. Unfortunately, it's part and parcel of owning old cars. And
old cars.
Yes, even my two, the Golf and the Honda, they're both, one's a 53 plate and one's a 54 plate, so they're both knocking on the door of, I mean, what's that? Is that 18, 19 years old? Give 20 years old, maybe.
Don't say that. That makes me feel old.
Oh, well, yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous. How is that now old?
I know. It's in my mind, it's the new style number plates that aren't new anymore.
I know. When they first started going from XY and all of those to the 50s and the 55s, and
that's right.
That's weird, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's just weird.
I still base times in my life and things like that based on the history of number plates, because I can if somebody says to me, when did we do this, I think I'm really bad at timescales and remembering what year I did something. But if, for example, I remember the last time I went to Newquay, yes, I had my old Honda Civic, my coupe, and that was a W reg, and that was W was in 2000, so I know that the time we went to Newquay I think was 2002 or 2003, because it was a few years after my car was made. So it's weird. I
love that.
Yeah, it's just weird things like that.
My first car was a W plate.
Was it? What was it?
W plate CORSAIR, one of the old shape Corsairs.
Yeah.
And then I went to a 55 plate 206 Peugeot.
Good.
206. Good old classic 206. Then I had the 207.
Yeah.
Then I had an Audi TT.
Oh.
Then I had the new Audi TT.
That's an
then
upgrade.
I had an Audi... Oh, it was an upgrade. The new Audi TT is amazing. And then I went... Oh no, I had an A1, then a TT, then the new shape TT, then the Jaguar, now the Range Rover. That's my car life story.
That's a decent car history, that is, mate. Very much so.
I love cars, so
Likewise.
when I didn't have one I could just jump into, it was a bit like, nah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is frustrating when. Well, fortunately, I haven't had to experience that too much in my life. But when you've got a car and suddenly it breaks and you don't have it anymore, you suddenly realise the freedom that's taken away from you, even if it is for a week while it goes and has, you know, work done to it or a clutch fitted or this, that, and the other. It's, you know, I can't go anywhere, can't do anything.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Really, really weird.
It is.
So I'm thinking we should probably pause it now.
Okay.
And bring people back in a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've nearly finished bailing, believe it or not.
Goodness me. What kind of timescale are we at then, at the minute? Video-wise?
We have been recording for 36 minutes already.
You're joking. Really?
Not joking.
Well,
no one's going to see us actually sugar beet.
Goodness me. Well, I'm almost finished topping the horn in this field.
Are you?
Yes, I've only got a little patch now in the middle. I've just been going round and round in circles.
Like a teddy bear.
Like a teddy bear, yes. See, that's showing our age. Nursery rhymes.
Round and round in circles. No, you wouldn't see that now, would you?
No. Well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't have children, so how would I know?
Ours is beyond nursery rhymes, so yeah. Right. Yes, I think you're right. So, should we? How do we do it? Should we just say goodbye for a minute now, or should we get together for a second? Or right? Okay.
Yeah, dudes. I'm driving over to you now.
Okay. Oh, there you are.
Let's see Farmer Sim's progress. Oh, it's looking awesome, mate. Well done.
We're getting. Thanks, mate. So are we fully bailed in that field then? So that's just ready.
We're bailed. I just need to wrap it.
That's ready to be wrapped. Okay. Well, I'll.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that really quickly, so then the fermenting can start.
Okay.
I don't really want to leave it any longer.
No, completely
and then
agree.
I'll get that all wrapped up, even if I just leave the bales there, and then I can come and join you over here.
No probs. Okay. Well, I've just jumped out to say hello. Hello.
And then my dogs are saying hello.
And then dogs are saying hello as well. Hello, dogs. Right. So yeah, we'll pick you all back up in a wee while when we have made a little bit more progress, aren't we?
Yeah. See you in a bit, everybody.
See you in a bit. Hello again, everyone. How are you doing?
Hello. We've been busy, haven't we, Farmer Sim?
We certainly have. Very busy indeed. And what have we got done? We have we finished topping this field, horn topping. We have Mrs. Sim Gamer, sorry, has mowed and baled and wrapped the grass field, and I'm currently running the harvester in Mrs. Sim Gamer's tractor, and I'm at 69% by the way now, mate.
Oh, I'm coming back. So, guess how much we have in the silo so far, Farmer Sim?
Go on.
71,000 litres.
71? Really?
Mm-hmm.
And
so you know when I said 150,000?
I think more than that, don't you?
We're definitely going to get more than that just off of this one, let alone all of them.
Okay, so let's update the guesswork gauntlet then. So we both are relatively confident that we're going to be north of 150,000. So I'm going to say I'm going to say 260 maybe.
Off of this one, yeah?
Yeah.
Or off of all of them?
Oh no, just this one. Just this one.
Just this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon so. We haven't done that much. Well, we have, and we haven't.
It feels like we have.
Out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Do you know what, everyone? I've been daydreaming. We've been sitting here going, you know, I've been harvesting. Mrs. Sim Gamer's been running grain cart for me. but then she'll go off and she'll jump in my tractor and start, which I think you've been doing a little bit of ploughing in the old sunflower field here. And there's so many times where I've just realised that the hopper's at 100% and I'm just driving along, chatting away, and it's like, oh goodness, and then I've got to stop and reverse and find where I was up to. Dear me.
Oh, it is so easily done, though.
It really is.
It is really easily done.
Especially with how quickly this thing fills up.
So it's got a 6,000 litre hopper. I wasn't actually sure whether it did have one or not, but it does. 6,000 litres, everybody.
Yes.
Which is pretty decent if you think about it for the price in comparison to the self-propelled versions.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's well worth its price, because if I have a look, this one cost us what, 74,000, was it? Well, actually, no, it was more than that.
Was it? I can't honestly remember, if I'm honest.
98.
It cost 98, did it? Right, okay.
Yeah, and then to remove the foliage, that was 24.5.
Right, so all in all, we're what, 120, 130 grand into sugar beet equipment, whereas the self-propelled monsters are what, 3, 4, 500,000, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they are. So you've got the Grim or Grimer, however you want to pronounce it. The make of the one we've got now.
Grimmy.
They have a self-propelled. Grimmy.
I want to say Grimmy. Yeah.
Let's do Grimmy.
Grimmy.
471,000 for that one.
That's a lot.
And then you've got
money.
the Tiger and the Panther, which are the Roper versions.
Yeah.
Biggest one because it can take the bigger harvest header. Now this is excluding the price of the header itself.
Right.
499,000.
Right.
Or there's 369 for the smaller version.
Right.
But then you've got this new Colossus mod, haven't you? The 353,000, and then you've got the interchangeable headers.
Right. Okay. So
But the other exciting thing is 43,000 litres up to 553,000 litres.
Sorry, what? 553,000 litres?
Yeah, the unrealistic version. Yeah.
So you could...
And...
Go on.
800 horsepower.
Oof. Wow.
It's a beast.
That is a beast. And...
Absolute beast.
So if we... that using a mod like that would definitely make sense if you were obviously managing your finances as well, as opposed to using the branded equipment one. You may as well use a mod like that can... I mean, you could do 100%. This whole field in one hopper. Couldn't you?
You could, yeah. You wouldn't need a grain cart. Where have you gone?
Where have I gone?
You were right behind me.
Oh my goodness gracious me. See, I've done it again.
Have you finished?
Yes, I finished ages ago. Honestly, viewers. Right.
He's having too much fun, guys. He won't admit it.
No, I'm perfectly happy to admit it. I'm just driving along, but I'm not keeping my eye on my fill level meter, and it's like I'm at 100% again. Goodness me!
It feels so fast.
Yeah.
It feels so fast. Goodness. I'm just going to turn my help window off, and I'm going to take a little screen grab here because this is really cool. Oh no, I can't because we're in. We're in thingy mode. We're recording.
Oh, okay. Does that stop you from?
It stops me from taking thumbnails to the PlayStation. It's really cool seeing you unload. Yeah, you have to stop recording to take a thumbnail. Or a screenshot, it says.
Oh, that's frustrating.
It's a bit.
Yeah, I know. Obviously being here on PC, I can just press an button and take a screenshot, but...
Very cool.
Yeah. But I think it will also...
You might have to take one when we're unloading, because that's really cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of for the sake of a thumbnail, I can't get rid of the menus and stuff, though. I can't get rid of the HUD.
Oh, the HUD.
Yeah. So,
You're restricted by me.
Yes.
I'm the cause of all frustrations, guys.
Well, let's not go too far. But yeah, it is a
Our little Fent.
Go on.
I was just saying our little Fent is struggling, so I'm unloading at 50%.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, is it? I'm keeping my eye on my fill level meter now. I'm at 56, 57, 58.
I'm going to put it at the end over here so you can unload, and I'm going to carry on ploughing.
Yep, no problem at all. Plough on, as it were.
So me and Farmer Cinema was saying there's quite a lot of contracts on this map as well.
Yeah, there
Not
is.
that we are busy enough, but when we're not busy, it's not a bad shout, really, because we do need to make money.
Yes, we do. I think it's a very good idea indeed that once we've got to a stage... That was almost perfectly parked, Mrs. SG, because I've just got to you at night. I think it was 93 or 94%.
Oh,
so there we go. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
But yes, I think contracts would be a very sensible way to go when we find ourselves with a few hours of downtime. If we manage to get all of our jobs ticked on our job list, as it were, if we find ourselves with twiddling thumbs, we can go and earn some money for somebody else, can't we?
Absolutely. But should we share our plans? We have at the end of last episode, we did have a look around some of the local farms, didn't we?
We did, yes, we did.
And we have got a little idea of what's next, because the next few episodes are going to be a proper sugar beet fest, but I promise you it won't be forever.
Yes.
And although it is good money, so we might end up, even if we just planted one field back with sugar beet, it would be worth it, I think. But we can discuss that later. There is a very, very cute little bit of land not that far away from us, which has a pigsty already set up, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, yes. The land is... It comes with the pigsty and the little yard where that is located, and it has a little grass field. I want to say from memory that it's slightly smaller than the grass field we've got at the minute, or give or take the same size. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that, yeah. I think it is slightly smaller.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to turn around so I can come and... You're going to be ready to unload soon, aren't you?
I'm at 90, 91, 92, 93. But yeah, this plot of land is... How much is it? 84? Is that right? Is that what
84.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to just show it on my map now for you guys. So let me show you.
I'll do the same as well while if I can go into the correct menu.
Nice, it's unloading.
Yep.
So we're here right now. So just below Farmyard 17, we're working on this field where my cursor is rolling around. Yep. The pigsty itself is here. So it includes field 69.
Yeah, that's this one here, that's right.
A really nice area, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, should we... I'll follow you as well. Hang on, am I on the right menu? No, there we go. Why can't I visit it?
So if you press R3, I'm here now as well.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
visit.
R3.
Right,
I'm
there we
in
go.
the wrong.
Here we are. Where are you?
Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm right behind you.
Hi. How could I miss you in that
and it has a
fluorescent top?
I know, and it has a pedestal, so we're all good.
Oh, you're happy then, aren't you? There you go, umpire, up you go.
So we like this, don't we?
We do, yes. And look, it's got 2 shanty caravans. Here we are.
Yeah, I mean, that's just... It's how... I'll take one, you take the other.
And an abandoned car. But importantly...
It's got some really nice sheds, right?
Yes, it has. It gives us a bit more storage space in this shed here, and this lovely old wooden and stone one here. And I think there's a little room.
Really nice.
There's like a tunnel through there, and a little storage unit there.
Little tunnel.
Yeah.
And we were having a little natter. I'm thinking about putting like some chickens loose in this area, weren't we?
Yeah, it was definitely a consideration, because these houses are just for decoration. This little barn workshop thing is just for decoration. You can't do anything with that. Yep. So, and I think this. And it also has a silage bunker here, doesn't it? Quite a big one.
Massive silage bunker.
Yeah.
Massive.
So I think this little thoroughfare here we might still need to keep this as operating, so to speak, so we can drive our tractors in and out. But yes, sticking
That's
some kind of
true, yeah.
open chicken pen perhaps down would be a half decent idea.
It'd be cute. It'd be a use of this area, because this is pretty much dead wood here.
Yes.
Which is a shame, because it's big real estate.
It is, yeah.
It is. And we can't actually remove these buildings because we're on CROSSPLAY.
CROSSPLAY, yeah.
So we can't do any of the nifty stuff that you can do on PC.
Yes.
So we're just going to make use of all the lands that we can, but very quickly, because we'll get back to our sugar beeting, come and have a look at this pigsty. It's really nice. It's got the inside area, but it's also got this absolutely gorgeous space for the pigs on the outside, which I think is fabulous, really.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's also got the... Wow, that's a big field.
It's a big field. I wonder how much that would be to buy.
Should we pop into the... I'm just going to pop into the menu. So that's field 23.
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah, we both said that because we both clicked on it. It's at £237,000.
Yeah, it comes with 23, 24 and 25.
It does, doesn't it? And what's in this field at the minute? Canola.
Canola.
Okay. Right, okay.
But this is the little field we were talking about, wasn't it? This side. This comes with the pigsty and this plot of land.
That's right.
Well, actually, now I'm here, it looks about the same size.
Actually...
It's pretty good.
Without... I'd actually say this is bigger.
Bigger?
Yeah, I think it is bigger. I do, yeah.
Definitely wider.
Yeah. No, I'd say this is definitely bigger than our half-decent garden that's at the back of our farm plot. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it's not too far away. We can literally run to our farm through here, can't we?
Yeah,
it's not just down this road.
It's not like
under
it's
the
other side of the map or anything, is it? It's half decent. So,
really
yeah.
nice.
So that's the first little plan of action that we had in mind, isn't it, Mrs. SG? Get hold of that once we've sold a chunk of our sugar beet at the right time and we get a bit of money in the bank. Maybe paid a quid or two back to Mr. Bank Manager.
Yeah, maybe £2.50.
£2. Yeah.
What's the fun? Yeah, I know we definitely need to be debt free.
Yes.
I would love to be debt free, but as you can see, we're running here now, and this is our farm right in front of us. So.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not far at all. Let's try not to get run over.
Let's do our best with these lunatic drivers. Yeah. Right. So.
Anyway, back to work.
Back to work. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm just going to flick into. There we are. I'm back in the tractor now. I'm going to put the pipe
I'm going to move
down.
this to the top for you so that you can unload at the top.
Okie dokie. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, we thought we'd share plans with you just so that you know where we're going and our ideas. And just thinking of manure and slurry, we can either get a mini BGA, or we can turn it into solid fertilizer. There's so many things that we could do.
Yes.
But
there is.
But now it's really just expansion plans, really, and they breed fast, pigs. They can start reproducing within 6 months. So
they do, don't they? So that. Yeah, that's going to help us, especially financially in the long run, isn't it? Getting Mr. Bank Manager paid off. We've already got, like you pointed out, we've already got a whole load of sugar beets that we can use to keep them fed when we get them.
Yeah, we're getting a bigger yield than we expected, so we've got enough here to sell and make enough money to buy that plot.
Yes.
Pay off the bank manager a little bit, and feed our pigs. So I think we're in quite a nice little position, actually.
You never know, though. Saying all this, we might get all of our sugar beet fields done, because don't forget, we've still got 2 more fields to harvest. And
I know, it's madness.
I know, and we might finish this off with the possibility of being able to buy, for example, that big plot of land that was next to it. The fields that we just looked at that made us both at the same time go, oh no. Yeah.
I think the sooner we can expand, the better.
Absolutely.
And then we can pay back the bank manager within 12 months.
Yeah.
but we only have a finite window. If we're going to make these decisions, we need to make them before planting season comes around.
Yes.
So that's whatever we do. There's no point in buying new fields in August unless they've got something to harvest. So swings and roundabouts, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've just done it again.
Let me come to you. Where are you?
Honestly, I don't know where I am, mate. I'm just...
There you are. You're having too much fun.
Just concentrating. We're talking, we're concentrating, we're thinking about what's going on in the future and what we're going to do, and I'm just not looking. So I'm slightly down and to the right of it at my fill level o-meter.
I'm right there with you.
Honestly.
But that's one of the things I love about this game. Like, there's no right or wrong thing to do.
No, that's right. You're not wrong. Right, I'm going to reverse up a few feet because I think I got full just a few feet behind
Round
me
the corner.
Round the corner.
You did,
yeah, there we go. Look at that. Silky reversing skills. He says.
I missed that. I'm going over to the silo. I'll give you an update of where we are.
Oh, yes, please, yeah. So
just unloading.
Was that a full trailer as well?
Close to.
Okay.
It was 18,000 litres.
Oh, that's not so bad. That's not far off, is it?
We've just tipped the 100,000.
So
101,343.
Wow. We're going to be rolling in it, mate, after when we've got all these fields harvested. We really are.
Rolling in the sugar beet.
Yeah.
Yeah. January was the top price as well, wasn't it?
I think so. Yep, that's right. If I'm just going to pop into the menus here and just confirm sugar beet price fluctuations. Yep, January at £266 per 1,000 litres. So yeah.
And we're on medium economy, aren't we, on this map?
Yes, yeah. I think it's normal, aren't we? We haven't put it on hard or easy. It's in the middle.
Just a normal, chilled, fun let's play.
Absolutely.
And believe it or not, Farmer Sim, we are coming up to nearly an hour's worth of recording.
Really?
It doesn't feel possible.
It doesn't.
It doesn't feel possible.
Considering we've got probably about 2 hours worth of harvesting ahead of us. Well, okay. So let's. Right. I think by the time I get round to you now, I'm at 78, 79, 80, 81. I'm going to... I say get round to you. Get round to where you parked the...
Where I've parked.
Where you've parked the trailer. I'm going to extend my load pipe thing there, and boom.
Nice.
Lovely. Right, there we
Lovely.
I'm out now.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Absolutely. We always do. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Apologies we didn't quite get as far as we were thinking in respect of getting this field harvested by the end of this video, but I think come the beginning of next episode, which will be episode 4. Yeah. These fields will probably be harvested, and we will have made a little bit more progress into the future. So yeah, awesome.
I'm really excited, and the first thing we'll do in our next episode is tell you how much we got off of this field, because I'm dying to know now.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to go and like Farmer Sim and watch his version of this as well. And yeah, if you're watching Farmer Sims, if you want to come and help me count my crash counters, come and visit my page. That's right. Likewise, everybody, go and subscribe to Miss Sim Game if you're watching from my side. Give us both a like and leave us some comments. Let us know how you think we're getting on. We hope you are enjoying the video and the series so far, because it's great fun making it. It really is. It really is. I'm loving it. Awesome. All right, mate. Thank you, everybody. Cheers, everyone. See ya. Catch you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.